I manifest flow. I manifest flow. There's no abundance flow. There's no abundance flow. I manifest my flow. I manifest my flow. Now watch me grow. I manifest flow. I manifest flow. There's no abundance flow. There's no abundance flow. I manifest my flow. I manifest my flow. Now watch me grow. I manifest my flow. Abundance I manifest my life.
Hey, you guys, what's happening? What's happening? It is your girl, your co host, your birthing doula, your inspirational healer, your psalmist, and your spiritualist, and much more, Cynthia J. Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited to see you guys. Yes. And so, with that being said, we are still in the month of May, and still happy Mother's Day to all moms, or I should say mothers, those who are really out there doing their thing, who's been holding it down, wearing many hats, many cloaks, many things on their sleeves and on their crown. So again, it's been a minute. Last week was a lot going on. I don't know if you guys noticed there's been a lot going on in the last few weeks, even before Mother's Day. And I was like, what is going on? What is going on? Even with the kids and all other kinds of stuff that's going on out here. What is really happening? Yet anyway, I'm just excited to let you guys know there's some new things coming. I'm excited. Can't say quite yet what it is, but I am truly excited that the new things will bring something new around here that we need. And I just cannot wait. I don't know about you, but I just can't wait. But with that being said, definitely keep me in prayer. Keep me in your hearts as I do the same. But on today's topic, we are going to be on episode 5, dealing with our airlines going to be surviving. And before I get into that topic, just be mindful that there will, like I said, be some changes. But with these changes will be more of, I will try to do pre-recordings instead of lives because your sister has been very, very busy. I know for most, they like to see my face and whatever else, but I might have to dive back in again and hibernate from the facial. Yes, because when I'm telling you, a lot's been going on, especially spiritually in the spiritual realm. So keep me in prayer. Go ahead and make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and send this to some loved ones. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share. I'm doing the same thing myself right now. Hitting that like button, and I'm subscribing and I'm sharing, making sure everyone knows that your girl is up on here today, as we're going to be talking about a few things that are going on. Like I said, other updates, but we going to be really focusing on the airlines. So with that being said, what is really going on with these airlines today? Haven't y'all not noticed, especially with United Airlines? For those who heard about this a few days ago, I would definitely say that this is one of the reasons why ever since last year, majority of people said they didn't really want to fly. And others said they're not scared, they're going to fly anyway. And I don't blame you. However, if you're willing to take that chance, no matter how much money you spend, you're going to get stuck. I've known individuals who have traveled and still was stuck at the airport and had to stay over. Airport airlines are not even accommodating like they used to. They're not. They're not accommodating majority of those who get stuck. And back in those days, you would accommodate a lot. You would accommodate a lot more when you had those who were stuck and they would pay for your hotel expenses, or give others some kind of accommodation that would say, hey, you are a valuable customer, we don't want to lose you. They knew ways to keep the money flowing so that, hey, if something happens, we won't lose that customer. That customer is going to come back again. Not no more. Not no more. I'm going to be reading this article coming from the Irish Star, speaking on United Airlines and American Airlines canceled 2,696 flights this May. Y'all hear that? They canceled them many flights. That's crazy. 2,696 flights this May. And this is coming from the orders of the FAA. I'm just going to kind of elaborate on this a little bit. So the airlines it's cut back their schedule to prevent operational, can't even get the word in my mouth today, operational chaos before this summer. Now, my thing is, why would you do that? You haven't been doing it all this time. Why would you turn around and start canceling flights like that now? So you canceling flights and then you want to use it as a credit for later. No, people want their money back. I know I would. We living in times where we work too hard and the cost of everything is going up. So we need to be mindful that a lot of gimmicks, a lot of, you know, camouflaging of what they're doing to set up is done so that they can pull more money into their pockets while leaving us hanging. So I'm going to say to consumers, be mindful of that. Be careful. If they're not catering to what you are requesting, what you are in need, and knowing that this is your hard-earned working money, then I will highly suggest don't fly no more. Because they don't care about the consumer slash customer. They don't care about us. They say they do, but now they have so many things operating in different dynamics that they don't care. It's always been about the money. Always been. Let's keep going. They also stated that as a result of this heavy weight of American Airlines and United Airlines have close to 2,700 May flights combined. Now, why would they do such a thing? Then they said it was a cutback after April statement from the FAA, which announced it would take action to prevent endless delays, especially cancellations at Chicago. So those who are out here in Chicago, if you're noticing a lot of cancellations, I would think twice too. I mean, any parts of the United States for what we see what's going on. And it also mentioned that the officials have so-called committed to improving the performance for this year after having a challenging last year. Well, who really believes that? Do you? I don't. I really don't. So with that being said, they're decreasing the flight volume now. The airports hopes to stabilize operation, prevent reoccurrence of extensive logical problems that affects the terminal during early busy travel periods. My thing is with this, and I would love to know your thoughts. To me, this goes to show that they're not prepared. And if we think back before, if y'all take some time, remember there was a time when they were low on pilots. The pilots were calling out for some of them because they were exhausted because there's shortage on air pilots. When did that start happening? There are not many going for their license and certification to become an air pilot. They expect more money to be paid to them. However, they are not receiving enough rest. And one of the pilots, I can't remember his name, but he stated that it was overwhelming that he had to be concerned for his health. That should tell you something. That should really tell you guys something. So, again, this shows us that the airports is a project, as they say, to manage about 15% more flights on peak days than they did last year. Well, let's see. That's what MSN states. Again, while this is on my mind and I should repeat this, we are living in a time, again, where people, people who are in these high places, these corporate companies and jobs, they are playing us. They're playing us, and we're falling for it. We can't even get out of here and just really, travel to enjoy a vacation with our family without some kind of hiccups. And with some other people, they do take that chance. They're taking that chance to get out here and again flying. But I'm gonna ask you this again: is that something you feel comfortable with? Because I surely don't. And some of us may not have that extra money to pay to be going out here and paying extra for a flight and then turn around and it still be canceled. Because that is what is occurring too. Others are out here paying for flights even when it's canceled and they still cancel it and they still are not having any improvement or any accommodation. For those who are first timers on here, again, I am your girl, Cynthia J, your birthing doula, your co host, and the part of this lovely ministry that gives you the breaking news and so much more to let you know what's going on around our areas, around the world, nationally, especially internationally, if it's deemed fit. But here, as remember that all information that is given on this live is a disclaimer, and it's also for educational, teaching, and news reporting and scholarship purposes, non-profit educational purposes use only. I have to make sure I say that because it'd be up here chiming and hitting people. But back to the airline flights, we're seeing that this is coming from one of the top airlines, United Airlines and American Airlines, which are pretty good airline companies, or I should say decent airline companies. But why are we having this issue with them? And this goes to show that it could also be because of multiple things going on. Look at the cost of living. Look what's going on around us. Everything is increasing, especially if you live in the DMV area. Taxes have risen. And then other people will say, well, we're in war, blah, blah, blah. What's going on overseas? Remember, guys, if you believe it, so be it. I'm not against you. I still love you. However, to me, that's just a gimmick to throw you off sidetrack. To throw you off sidetrack. Yes, it is a gimmick to throw you off sidetrack. So we should pay attention about that for real. Pay attention to everything. Seriously. So what's going on around? No joke. We also heard about what happened to Spirit Airlines. The cheapest airlines there was. Well, guess what? Like they said, Spirit Airlines is gone. What's next? What's next for the budget for travelers? Spirit Airline remind me of Air Trans. Who remember that airline? Who remembers Air Trans? If you remember Air Trans, I'm telling my age. Air Trans was the thing back in the day. Air Trans made sure that you was out here on a reasonable price. You can buy a round trip ticket back in the day where Air Trans for no more than 150, maybe 180, and then it increased to about 200. That was later on. But now, shoot, Air Trans, when they disappeared, that was it. Same thing with Northwest Airlines, same thing. So for those who don't, know about all that happened with these airlines, and for the new young comers, that should tell us something right there. But let me get back to Spirit. So Spirit shut down, and it was disappointing for some. I didn't really catch much of Spirit, but at the same time, Spirit was very reasonable. It said that after 34 years of them being in business, they had a financial collapse, which is strange. So let's see. So Spirit Airlines, it was also known for its, again, we know what Spirit had, the yellow and the little white strip in the black and whatever color you want to call it. They definitely had poor customer service, I'm gonna tell you that. And there was always longer delays than the other airlines. And so with that being said, it is saying, they are saying, or whoever is behind the cahoots is saying that they shut down because of long delays and people got tired of it. That's what the claim is. But the news came after a turmoil over the last week, the week before, I should say, including skyrocketing jet fuel. For the jet fuel, think about it. If gas is going up for us people, you should know jet fuel should be very expensive. Yes. So after dealing with, the jet fuel prices, and then they try to use Iran as this thing again, and the chatter with our government and the whole ballot thing that was a few weeks back, they made this decision because it was just too fragile, they said. So with that being said, it is stated that grounded all flights the morning of May 2nd, season operation, and leaving 100 people stranded while canceling further flights of other paying customers. One paying customer stated she actually had a ticket to go visit college and pick up dorm room in the summer and had no idea. She was trying to figure out how to get her money back or if they would transfer her to another airline. Now, this is what the customer is saying. I'm not going to say the customer's name, but this is what they're saying. They also stated that they were very frustrated that the airline has a registration form for customers with unused and paid tickets, which states they are prepared to refund all fees. That's what they say. However, the mechanism is not clear for people who use third parties, and some of us do, because you know how you have like Hotwire, Expedia, Travelocity, and so forth. They're not probably guaranteed to receive their money back. But the airports across the country reported long lines and passengers tired of rebooking traveling at the last minute. And they said, honestly, you know, it was just very horrible. You've seen videos on TikTok where people on TikTok were saying how it was very bad, that they just couldn't believe it. People was laying out on the ground, on cement at that, no accommodation whatsoever. It was very sad. And needless to say, some try to lighten, the situation yet again. It became a joke to some. And that should tell you something right there, how important it is to really question ourselves now, the day and times we live in, compared to for those who are my age or a little older, or I should say probably 5 years behind me and old and then above me. It should tell you that things have really changed and have becoming very, very hard. Our lives are played like a game of chess. That should tell y'all something. Our lives are played like a game of chess. It also said that Spirit Airline planes that were leaving Las Vegas, the company also seized on that end. People who had got on the airlines, and then that was it. So this goes to show to you that they were financially that heavy in debt. Had to file bankruptcy. I will read another article coming from Hulu, Channel 8 ABC. They said a few remaining jets in Harry Reid Airport awaits fate as bankruptcy procedures continue. Now, this was just mentioned again 18 hours ago. That goes to show you. They said at least 3 Spirit planes remain at the airport from Wednesday evening. Yet it's unclear how long they will be there. Many of the airlines' jets are being flown around the country to Goodyear, Arizona, near Phoenix. This is somebody, Mr. Milton, who operates the Las Vegas airport live and has documented this on YouTube. Needless to say, also jobs lost, repossessions. I mean, all kinds of things. So y'all notice it went from all the foolishness of last year to TSA to this now, and blaming it for the gas situation with Iran. Why do we need to be on that side when we have gas and oil here? Let's hope that makes sense. Why do we need to be about what's going over there? Which that's another news there, guys. That's another news there. That's another update dealing with what they said about the aircrafts over there. That's on another time. My heavy suggestion to all of us: get prepared, get ready. For those who are on here that are watching me, I thank you for supporting me, because most time you get up here, people think you're crazy. But I'm telling you now, The shift is continuing to shift and is doing a major shift. Do y'all not see it? Do y'all not feel it? Do you not sense it? There's a bigger shift out here, and it's going to get deeper. It might feel harder for some of us, but don't let it feel like it's hard, because those who have been through harder situations, we are survivors. You are survivors. And instead of surviving, make sure you living. Make sure that you have everything you need backed up. You have plans, operations, being prepared, things like that. Pay attention to the trains, all of those things. And don't sleep on the buses. What I mean, like, don't sleep on the buses, I mean, don't sit there and question, oh, I'm not going to ride a bus or whatever. Yeah. You better learn. You better learn. If you haven't learned already, I'm not ashamed of the bus. The only thing I don't like is the bathroom. Because you got other people that's up there now that's traveling and moving here, and they don't know how to keep a clean bathroom. They don't. But needless to say, make sure that you are preparing. Keep your vehicles intact. Family members out there, please learn to work together and stop bumming off of each other and hurting each other and trying to live up to the Joneses. Let's make sure that we work together no matter what you're feeling, how you feeling, whatever your agenda is, put it out the door. It's about family business now as a community, especially selective, because we are going through some things and it's going to get even crazier before it's about to get greater. So with that being said, great shift is here. And please, if you're going to fly on these airlines, just be prepared to have extra funding and money with you, because again, some people got stuck. If we didn't learn how people got stuck when the hurricane hit, Jamaica a while back, that should tell y'all something. You should always be prepared. Not just for evacuation, just an emergency period. Because I'm not trying to say too much, but just know that we are living in a system where they're trying to have us to rely. We need to rely on each other and pay attention and making sure we have other means of travel so that we don't get comfortable, but yet we will learn that, okay, I can do this and I can travel here and I'm able to, with my family, do what I need to do. It's going to be hard, but that's okay because we got this. But with that being said, please be mindful that they are going to be doing a lot more cancellations, and that is what airline United and American had said. They already did a lot of the cancellations, started at the end of last month, beginning of this month. But for all of those, now that we're changing the subject, I salute to all of those who are graduating this May. For those who know, we got the month of May is Mother's Day, and a lot of the young youth is graduating from high schools and colleges. So let me salute to all grads who already graduated beginning of May, last week of Mother's Day of May, and continue to graduate. For all graduates of high schools and colleges out there, my encouragement and manifestation to you in prayer is that you will strive and do even greater than we have succeeded out here with all this craziness. Remember, we were taught to go to college to get a better job, but it's not about that anymore, honey. Go there to gain the knowledge that you need, and at the same time, learn to be your own entrepreneur and move it. Don't allow yourself to be up here and be one of these worker bots, because they're already trying to put those in effect. So whatever your hands are gifted at, that is pure, do it. Do it. Do it. So with that being said, I love you guys. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Thank you for joining in on the Cynthia J Show, holding us women accountable, not excluding the men. If you're looking for a birthing doula, it's your girl here and my beautiful sister. We're Healing Hearts Tailor Made Doula. You can definitely find us on our Linktree website. Make sure you find us on our Linktree. And you can also make sure that you continue to hit your girl up if you would like to share some information and us get up on here and chat a little bit more. I'm going to try to do a little bit more live participating with others. I need to start doing that. Hey, love, thank you guys for tapping on in, even if it's quick. How you doing today, love? And so with that being said, if you're looking for a birthing doula, hit up Healer Hearts Tailor Made Doula. Don't be ashamed. It will also be connected. You can go on my bio for those who are on TikTok. You'll see Healing Hearts Tailor Made Doula in my bio under Cynthia J Gospel. That's under my Linktree bio. And also you can make sure that if you would like to email me, you can email me at cynthiaj.gospel@gmail.com for any information, stories to tell, whatever that it is out here that you would like to know a little bit more about. But make sure you chime on in every Thursday or Friday, because your girl is busy. I'm just like y'all. I'll be trying to live too. I gotta live, or should I say, how do you say? Life be life, and I gotta live my life. I'm just joking with you. But the youth be coming up with some crazy stuff though. But with that being said, peace, love, and blessings to you all, guys. And I thank y'all for always supporting your girl. We're keeping it short tonight. Not gonna have y'all up here too much, chatting y'all head off. But tune in next week on another great topic. It's your girl, co-host Cynthia J on the Cynthia J Show, holding us women accountable, not excluding the men. Peace, love, and light. Love you guys. Give my love to the family.
My story is for your glory. My story is for your